What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jello. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're about to be going over how I determine which zones I want to enter off. Alright, right to the point. So basically what I saw Wednesday, I saw this big drop. This was from news. News came out 8:30, boom, tanked. Couple hundred points. Alright, word. So now what happened was we tapped into that zone. This supply zone, I mean, it's clear as day. It took out all this Asia range, all this London range, all that, right? Tapped into the zone. Okay, now what? Now we go into the 1 minute. Why? Because, I mean, we need a confirmation setup. A major breaker structure on the 1 minute. This is confirming that we can enter. And what is this? Liquidity. What is liquidity? It's built up, it's accumulations, all these orders, people are placing, selling, people are buying down here, people are selling up here, right? Let me just mark this up for you guys so you don't get confused. We have our break structure right here. Why? Because we had a low, higher low, and then this trend line pretty much, so we'll just mark it like this. This all retail. Retail was buying off this trend line, and guess what happened? They got smoked. Boom. Sell side liquidity got taken out. So people are trying to buy from this point. I don't know why I just redid that. And then boom. Buy side liquidity got taken out because people are trying to sell from this point. So now what we want to see is price come back into this supply zone. Because it broke this trend line, it broke structure, it formed accumulation, liquidity here to the upside and the downside. So now we wait, now we wait, now we wait. Price should tap into our zone. Boom. Get our position locked in, our confirmation entry. You could ride it to here. I rode it to here. Melted. And look what happens. Boom. TP got hit. We're just going to mark this up for now. Because that's a far way to go off the 1 minute supply. You don't want to be doing that. If you're trading 1 minute supply, if you're scalping, bro, do not go for crazy ass plays. Go for, 5R, 4R, 10R. You won't catch a lot of 15R. You can, but it's tough, You see all these smart money traders, again, 50R, 100R. Dude, don't try to do that because you're going to mess yourself up completely. So once again, what do we see? Another supply zone. Why? Because we had minor structure to the upside coming into our zone. This zone right here. Let me show you guys. We had all this, all these lower highs. Boom. It tapped into this little demand zone. Cool. It's a fake out. Why? Because soon after that, price broke this low, and now we got confirmation that we're going to the downside yet again. So we got break structure, and look, price comes back up. Taps into our supply zone, and what does it do? It dumps from this price again. We got in here, this zone right here. At the beginning, we didn't get on 50%. It didn't pull back to there, and we got in on this second confirmation zone. I didn't enter on this big supply off the 15 minutes just because I didn't like it. This is what I needed to see, and as you can see, this was more buy side liquidity. And look what happened. Price completely took out all these sellers right here, selling from this point, comes back into our zone, dumps. You could have marked this one as a TP if you wanted. I would have been a 4.7R. A lot of people are okay with that. Me, I like a little bit higher, so I'd want 9R. And then we also had this second breaker structure right here coming back. Boom. Taps into the 50%, and look at this. If you would have taken this would have been a 30R. Will you catch this often? Not really. I'm being completely honest. But I mean, if you trade the 1 minute, if your stops are really low, look, it's a 3 pip stop loss. You can do this. So basically what I see is a break of structure, right? We formed all this liquidity at the top. Liquidity is just people selling from this point. Price needs to come back up to fill this big gap right here. Let me delete this. You see this gap right here? This imbalance. Gap in the market, like I said last video, is imbalance. It's very important that you look for gaps in the market, because that is where price needs to head. Because banks need to collect all their money. Comes back up, fills the gap, drops, forms yet another gap right here. Price needs to fill this. Price comes down, comes back. If you want to pull the fib for extra confirmation, as you can see, what does it do? It comes down all the way to our TP. That's really all I do. I just look for a break in the structure, a pullback with a couple confluences, whether it's a gap, the fib, liquidity. That's really it. It's simple, it's easy. Let's go to GU, just in case you're a currency trader. I know I trade NAS only, but I'm pretty sure this was Friday. So I had this marked up. I didn't take it. I occasionally do mark up GJ, GU, but I really don't take them. I just like to see them play out, just for, you know, fun, honestly. So we had price going down in a minor bearish trend, but overall, as you can see, we started to trend upwards a little bit. What do we see? A break of this high, the swing high right here. And then we have all of this accumulation. We have the sell side liquidity at the bottom. We have the buy side liquidity at the top. People are buying and selling constantly in this little range, right? I learned this from MentFX. If you guys want to go check him out, I'm sure you know him. I don't know who doesn't know him. The 3 box strategy, whatever he calls it, I'm not sure. Shout out to him. We have the impulse up off the demand zone. We have the accumulation. We have the pushback down into our demand zone with the full impulse back up. And that's really it. It's simple. It's easy. Once again, shout out MentFX. He's really one of the only dudes I watched trying to learn how to trade supply and demand. His videos taught me a lot, and that's why I'm here trying to teach you guys the way I trade, my strategy, and what I look at in the market. So once again, we have the demand zone off this little bearish candle right here before the bullish impulse up. We get some gaps right here. We don't really worry about that because it did get filled. We had all this accumulation, this little range here. Price stopped out. All the people that are trying to buy and sell down here tapped into our POI, our demand zone. Could have entered off the 50% right here, and we simply could have targeted. You go on this higher time frame. You could have targeted this supply right here, or you could have just targeted this liquidity right here, the swing high. Usually I just target the swing high. So this should play out. Go back on the 5 minute. And yeah, that's really it. Once again, 14R. So I mean, lower time frame, if you're looking to get in and out, if you're not trying to swing, listen, this strategy will get you right. I'm not gonna lie. You need risk management, you need correct psychology, you need a trading plan. If you don't have any of those, you won't go anywhere in trading, you won't be profitable, you won't make a single dollar, and I can promise you that because I had to learn that the hard way for 1.5 years. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this, how to determine where I want to enter, what supply and demand I really want to get in off. That's really it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know any questions. Follow me on Instagram, smcjello. Hit me in the DMs there if you got any questions. I'll respond on either YouTube or Instagram. And that's it, boys, girls, whatever you are. I'm out. Peace.